children. In my last video, I've already explained you about the evolutionary theory and the divine origin theory. In this video, I'll be explaining social contract theory by Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau. These are the three important philosophers who have given their views on social contract theory. Thomas Hobbes' theory of social contract appeared for the first time in Leviathan, published in the year 1651 during the Civil War in Britain. Thomas Hobbes' legal theory is based on social contract. According to him, prior to social contract, man lived in a state of nature. Man's life in the state of nature was one of fear and selfishness. Man lived in chaotic condition of constant fear. Life in the state of nature was solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. Man has a natural desire for security and order. In order to secure self-protection and self-preservation and to avoid misery and pain, man entered into a contract. This idea of self-preservation and self-protection are inherent in man's nature, and in order to achieve this, they voluntarily surrendered all their rights and freedom to some authority by this contract who must command obedience. As a result of this contract, the mightiest authority is to protect and preserve their lives and property. This led to the emergence of the institution of the ruler or monarch, who shall be the absolute head. Subjects had no rights against the absolute authority or the sovereign, or he is to be obeyed in all situations, however bad or unworthy he might be. However, Hobbes placed moral obligations on the sovereign, who shall be bound by natural law. Hence, Hobbes was the supporter of absolutism. Thus, he upheld the principle of might is always right. John Locke's theory of social contract is different than that of Hobbes. According to him, man lived in the state of nature, but his concept of the state of nature is different. Locke's view about the state of nature is not as miserable as that of Hobbes. It was reasonably good, but the property was not secure. He considered state of nature as a golden age. It was state of peace, goodwill, mutual assistance, and men had all the rights which nature could give them. Justifies this by saying that in the state of nature, the natural condition of mankind was a state of perfect and complete liberty to conduct one's life as one best sees fit. It was free from interference of others. In that state of nature, all were equal and independent. However, this does not mean that it was a state of license. The state of nature, although a state wherein there was no civil authority or government to punish people for violating the laws. So, the state of liberty, property plays an important role in case of Locke's argument. So, this was about the theory given by Hobbes and Locke. Now, we will discuss the theory of Jean-Jacques Rousseau, which is different from the theories of Hobbes and Locke. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a French philosopher who gave a new interpretation to the theory of social contract. According to him, social contract is not a historical fact, but a hypothetical construction of reason. Prior to the social contract, the life in the state of nature was happy and there was equality among men. As the overall population increased, the means by which people could satisfy their needs had to change. People slowly began to live together in small families and then in small communities. Division of labor were introduced both within and between families. Discoveries and inventions were made. It made life easier, giving rise to leisure time. The essence of Rousseau's theory is general will, means the state and law were to product of general will of the people. State and the laws are made by it. And if the government and laws do not conform to general will, they would be discarded. The general will, therefore, for all purposes, was the will of majority, citizens to which blind obedience was to be given. Thus, Rousseau favored people's sovereignty. Thank you, children.